1.5 years ago, I took the leap and started my fitness journey. And it brought me from this to this. But it wasn't easy at all. There were days when I felt unstoppable and others when I questioned if I should keep going. But here's the thing, it was worth every ounce of effort. But the hardest part? Starting. So consider this video your ultimate guide to starting your fitness journey. Let's be honest, starting a fitness journey can be intimidating. And I know from my personal experience, but also from what other people have told me, that setting unrealistic goals and then, of course, failing to achieve them is the quickest way to get frustrated and burnt out and then eventually give up. Here's the key. Set realistic expectations. Understand that progress takes time and it's essential to set achievable goals that align with your current fitness level. I know that social media sets very unrealistic expectations. When scrolling for TikTok, you see people claiming that they saw enormous amounts of progress within a month. My advice is to always take stuff like that with a grain of salt because you never know what is true. That person could literally have been working out for 7 years and you would never know it. The hard truth is that the progress you would love to see within the first few weeks is probably only going to be visible after a few months, which is fine and totally normal. It's all about baby steps. Starting small doesn't mean you're not making progress. It means setting yourself up for sustainable growth. Focus on what is within your control and try to enjoy the journey. The thing with fitness is that consistency really is the key. And the key to stay consistent, planning ahead. Fitness is not about a one-time effort, it's a lifestyle. And what you do on a daily basis is much more important than spending multiple hours at the gym once a week. So let's make space for fitness in the one place that holds our commitments for the week. Our calendar. Now, let me tell you, I used to not believe in calendars. I thought I could just remember everything, I didn't need to write it down, it's such a waste of time, right, to have a calendar. I cannot even count how many times I forgot the thing I said I wouldn't forget. I decided to get a calendar at some point. So this is your time to get a calendar. Paper or digital, really doesn't matter. And now schedule your workout like you would with any other meeting or commitment. Because it is a meeting. It's a meeting with yourself. It's a commitment that you made to yourself. It's quality time with yourself. I mostly use Google Calendar. I have a recurring event that I made for every day of the week that I work out, so that I don't have to schedule workouts manually. This makes it a whole lot easier. You can really figure out a system that works for you, but what is important is to have those workouts in your calendar. If it's in your calendar, you know you have time for it. It's a commitment, it's a promise that you made to yourself. So now all you have to do is follow up on that promise. I know, I've been talking only about going to the gym up until now. That's because my preferred way to work out is lifting heavy circles. There's something so peaceful about it. Yeah, I just said peaceful. I know this is not the exact way most people would describe weightlifting, but I personally find it very calming. I think it's the perfect way to challenge yourself, to see yourself grow. And I'm not only talking about gains, but rather learning how to focus on the one thing you are doing, being in touch with your body and feeling the mind-muscle connection, being patient and not rushing through the workout. There are also physical benefits like increased bone density, improved stability, and improved brain health. But wait, I'm getting off track here. Find an activity you enjoy. Don't be afraid to try out things, to test stuff until you find something you like. In the last months, I've taken up running again, started taking tennis lessons, next to still continuing my strength training at the gym. But I've also tried yoga, Pilates, spinning, and boxing classes. I found out the hard way that spinning is not for me. I sadly don't have footage from that class that I took, but it just was not for me. At all. Now I know that I don't like it, so that was definitely worth the experience. Here's the secret. When you find that activity that you truly enjoy, working out doesn't feel like a chore anymore. It becomes really valuable time that you get to spend doing something that makes you feel great and that you know is good for you. I know it might not look like I'm very awake, because I'm not. I literally just woke up 20 minutes ago. It's 5:46. I'm not saying you need to work out in the morning, but this is what I do in order to go from groggy, barely just woken up Maria to ready and hyped for her workout Maria. This will obviously work at any other time of the day. Let's go. I used to be so intimidated by the gym and all the people there and all the machines I didn't know how to use, and I felt like everyone was staring at me and everyone was judging me. That is absolutely not true. Most of the people at the gym are too busy focusing on themselves to even be looking at you, so just do your thing. If you don't like being in the middle of the weight section, just find an empty corner, get yourself a dumbbell there and do a few things, try out stuff. And I always plan out my workout before I get to the gym, sometimes literally minutes before the workout, but it is important to walk out onto the gym floor with a plan in mind so that you know what exercises are you gonna do, what equipment do you need for it. One more tip, don't be afraid to push yourself. You are stronger than you think. Of course, we also need to talk about nutrition because nutrition is really, really important. And I'm not only saying that because I studied nutritional science, I am about to finish my 3-year degree at university. I could talk about nutrition for hours, but there's absolutely no reason to overcomplicate stuff. If there's one thing to keep in mind and to do regarding nutrition, it's to eat in a balanced way. Make sure to eat fruits, vegetables, carbs, protein, healthy fats like olive oil or salmon, for instance. But if you want to have a burger, absolutely no problem. Have that burger. If you want to have dessert every night, have dessert every night. Absolutely fine. No reason to restrict yourself. And remember that food is fuel. I think we're past the 1,200 calorie diet. Let's leave that in 2010 or whenever it was a trend. That's the energy requirement for a small child. So no, you need energy and you need to fuel your body in order to be able to do sports, to move, to go hang out with friends. Eat in a balanced way, don't restrict yourself, have dessert if you want to, but also keep an active lifestyle. Those two together build a healthy lifestyle. Alright friends, now let's talk about something that gets neglected in our daily busy lives and celebrating small victories. I think we all know that life can get really hectic and sometimes because of that we forget to prioritize ourselves. But here's the truth, treating yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Especially on our fitness journey, it is so important to celebrate small victories and be proud of ourselves for every single step that we took to get one step closer to our goals. We are often so focused about the huge milestones that we completely forget all the small steps that deserve just as much recognition, if not more. One of my fitness goals right now is to be able to do pull-ups. And a few days ago, I managed to get my first chin up. I'll be the first to admit, it's a bit wobbly. It's not the best, but it's a small victory and it is a huge step in the right direction. And that definitely deserves to be celebrated. The beauty of celebrating small victories is that it boosts our confidence. It motivates us to keep going and it just creates this cycle of success. So really acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small they seem. It really is those little steps that add up to significant transformations. A super important aspect of our fitness journey is embracing rest days without feeling guilty for taking time off. We need to give our bodies the rest and recovery they deserve for optimal performance and long-term success. I feel like sometimes the constant hustle and pushing ourselves to the limit is really glorified. The truth is, rest days are not a sign of weakness. They're a vital part of the process. It's about finding balance, listening to our bodies, and honoring our well-being. Rest days are like a reset button for our bodies. They allow our muscles to repair and rebuild, reduce the risk of injuries and prevent burnout. Maybe the most important aspect of embracing rest days is not just to recharge our bodies, but our minds as well. Embracing rest is not a setback, but a powerful tool for long-term success. Let's talk about the power of changing your mindset on your fitness journey. It's actually one of the most important things, even if it's not something that's visible. I think we've all heard this before. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's true. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we diminish our own progress and worth. So it's time to let go of the comparison trap and focus on your own unique journey. You can, for instance, do this by unfollowing people that make you feel bad about yourself and instead follow some people that are uplifting and motivating. There is so much content on social media, and you really do not need to consume the one that makes you feel bad about yourself when you have the option to consume the other type that makes you feel good and inspired. The bottom line, your competition is only yourself. But mindset shifts go beyond just comparison. Choose to focus and only focus on what you can control, like your effort, your dedication, your commitment to growing. Really don't let things that are outside of your control drag you down. It's not worth it. You are unique and you are capable of achieving amazing things. Just believe in your potential. You got this. Funny enough, I started seeing way more results when I started taking fitness not so seriously. Let me explain. When I stopped focusing and obsessing over aesthetic goals and I started appreciating my body and switching to more functional goals, for instance, being able to do a pull-up, stuff like that, that is when I saw the most progress. What I'm saying is don't take it too seriously. Fitness is something that should make your life better, not worse. It is so amazing that we get to move our bodies, that we have this ability to do crazy stuff like jumping on stuff, lifting stuff, doing all kinds of sports that help us interact with other people and play in a team together. That is amazing. And I think we need to appreciate that. If you stayed until the very end, first of all, I see you. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comments what your preferred way of working out is. Is it a sport? Is it going to the gym? I would love to know. Maybe I'll get some inspiration from that. And of course, I'll answer all the comments so we can talk about it down below. You got this. I believe in you. You can 1000% do this. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.